What's up, friends? Gwenting here. Let's go for a Gwenting journey. I've played against this a few times and figured, why not? Let's try my hand at concocting my own version of pirate warrior melt your face trash. Not a lot of consistency in this, so if you miss the big payoffs like Irish Shade, you're gonna run into problems. But having all your veterans triggered from the beginning of the game, getting some other value on some of these other cards just from damage value, and the engine value of Damoon Corsairs should be enough to just at least keep you in the game against a lot of decks. And the massive point value you're getting from random damage is pretty awesome as well. Sharon Moon out just writing in comments. Facusia needs to change the 9 provisions so she can't summon Melusine 6 times. The real kicker with this is Irish Shade is going to pull off all the armor and boost herself by that amount. And you can easily get up to like 15, 16 armor. Morkvarg Heart of Terror really helps you get there by damaging a unit a whole bunch of times with single damage pings. You could also use like Giga Scorpion Decoction Delirium to get up there, but I think we have enough damage from other units and stuff that I'm not superbly worried about it. The other thing I would say about this is you can use Facusia onto Morkvarg Heart of Terror twice to get up to like probably in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 armor on just some random unit like a Morkvarg, who I included in here but didn't. You know, I'm gonna change my mind. I don't want Gutting Slash. I want like all of these and Stunning Blow. I would rather take Berna here. And we're gonna go for some point slam off of Invader, and then you can take another one of these Damoon. Pirates have high base value, so they do really well with Croc. You just have to have a ship under your control. Or you can take Tide Cloak Hideaway. Both of those work pretty well. I really do like the Hideaways for the boost value. But I think that this is good value. Helps me thin a little bit if I run into problems of missing something. But I think having at least a small discard package is going to be helpful. And there's stuff in here that you can just go ahead and discard, right? There's a bunch of 5 and 4 provision units in here, which could play for value, but depending on what you're up against, you can just use Berna to discard 2 of those and not really worry about it if you miss Morkvarg. But she does get you that 2 draw, which I think is really important, and why I'm not choosing Coral, even though Coral does do the random damage. She's too slow, not a good enough engine in this deck. I don't want to run a full discard package because there's too much value in just holding a bunch of pirates and ships in your hand. But we'll walk you through how all that works and why it works that way. I think that this will be one of the better options that people will gravitate toward throughout this season if Melva continues to play as frequently as she's playing, just because it's a little less toxic. It's not like persistent removal per se, but it does have some removal reach, but it is much more of like, I'm going to make you rue the day you played me kind of thing. Like the weirdest body paint. Just like, I don't know who came up with those. You could also just go for Riagon, just so you have like a 1-card thinner deck. Okay, so we're just going to see if we can draw into Berna here. Note that all of the veterans get triggered, so that's why she's at 6. She will go to 8. This is helpful. That's helpful. She is going to be okay. Not great, though, but we'll save Uncrate Raiders for later. Okay, kind of a downgrade. Alright, so we just have to hold on to Morkvarg, see if we can get Berna. If not, we just kind of discard him. Or he just ends up being, most likely, an armor sponge of sorts. Alright, the opponent also takes Ceremonial Dagger, which is a little weird. We're just taking Terra Crew Axe Wielder just to deny this value to the Ceremonial Dagger. But to get some armor up for the Moonlight Longships. But we can also play the Damoon Corsair here to strip off this armor and to boost himself and to do an extra 2 damage. Oh, the Katakan is a great engine. I really like how they've reworked it. So here he's going to boost himself. It's going to get us some armor onto all of these other units. And we just kind of continue up this path. So the real value in Bran, I think, is just giving this extra trigger on veteran units. Excess damage is honestly a little bit difficult to get in this deck. We'll just let the Flater go up by a whole bunch of value here. Just start working on Katakan. Don't want to use my leader charges yet. I'm probably gonna have to chew through a defender at some point. Okay. Everybody gets to make choices. Alright, so you do want to do this first. That way this gets that armor. I guess it's when it becomes damaged. Huh? I have to... I'm not 100% sure why that's not proccing correctly. But we'll just spread the love here. Build up the bloodthirst a little bit.
Give us all you got.
Just trying to draw this out for as long as we can. I nominally would have preferred to save Skjordal for later. But let's just go ahead and remove this Garkin now.
I will not bend my neck for that cripple.
Beautiful. It's kind of an unfortunate timing there. Alright, so I don't think we have the reach to make it work this round. We will be able to kill this off with the leader charge. $15 takes him down to like 39, but I go down to... I only go up to 20 because I go down 3 up 2.
Pray to your gods. They wouldn't dare cross me.
Oh, come on! Resolve! Ugh! Man, waiting for that to resolve is eternal. I just want him committed to the graveyard. That way Fukusia can bring him back again. Because inevitably against vampires we're going to go against even more boost. It's just good value. Kind of just letting them take this round. Letting them use Oriana. Now we could play Morkvarg and strip off the value with Iris. But I think we're done here. Now if we get Burna, Morkvarg comes down natively and he's just going to have this massive boost waiting for Iris Shade. We are susceptible to bleed a little bit here, but a five card round 2 vampires deck is not giving me a lot of heartburn. Put that back. These guys will probably be fine. But I'm looking for Harald. I'm looking for Fukusia. I'm looking for Harald. I'm looking for Berna. I do have the chance of throwing away something that I really want, but there are so many things that I want that I'm not going to get anyway that I'm okay with that. That's great.
What do you say?
Yeah, there's no way to get this to work with crows. There's no way to get this to work, get it to work with other ones. All right, this is about as good as it gets. We're just gonna put him back, see if we can get like Terror of the Seas. Berna would be the only other one I'm kind of looking for here. Can't think of anyone that's really row locked for Hammond. The bleed is helpful, but I mean, he's better than these. Okay, cool, awesome. That worked out really well. Now, if you get these earlier, you can have them armored up out the wazoo. Yeah, Croc with Morkvarg also is good because he's a pirate, so you can drop him down next to Croc. He'll die, and then he comes back out of the graveyard. He's not gonna die here though. So let's see. Is it whenever it appears? No, it's play. Okay, so we actually want this to ranged. And we'll take the armor on to the only targets that we have available. I have no idea what the opponent's going to play to melee. I'm not super concerned about it though. I want them to have a false sense of hope here. So they play some kind of engine that's going to get a whole bunch of value, and then we'll move this off with Hammond and go ahead and damage it way down. Yeah, Necrod is not that engine, so we still got to give it a little bit of time, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'd normally like to get a little bit more value out of Morkvarg here. I just need the draws. I don't want to play the Hammond quite yet, so.
We shall do it my way.
Perfect. Whoa, what? Alright, well, don't do that. That was suboptimal. Hey, DonXD. Yeah, that was hey, players reunite. That was not my idea of fun. We're probably not gonna overkill anything here, just because I'm an idiot. So we'll just play Brand Dry. But you can see here, just from veteran, like he easily made this 11-point value by getting all of your veterans boosted by 1 point. Well, I guess we didn't play all that many of them. There we go. A virus, a plague. Okay, we only have 1 pirate here, so. I think we need the reach, unfortunately. Keep this on the long ship. Oh I guess you need the duration between. You need this to like go down and then to damage that. Yeah, there you go. You can also replay Kroch with Fukusia. So we could have gone that route. Probably should have gone that route, for being honest. Chimney Christmas, man. So many bleeds. And he's like 8 points. This is 5, 7, 8, 9 points. So this feels super dumb and weird, but we're getting it. I played her on the totally wrong row, so if you want to feel like a genius, do exactly what I just did. Oh, not my best game. Holy crap, made stupid choices.
We met. I don't recall.
Such bad value. Nobody's at 1, so Detlef can't get like the native kill here. Let's see what the finisher is. I'm guessing it's Regis. Go for drain on shade. Yeah.
I know. I can help.
Holy crap, we played that totally wrong. Okay, Berna is actually useless. Nice to get a little consistency there, but I think I'd rather go for like... none of these are warriors, huh? Let's make a change. Kind of want another one of them. They play for really good value. I think it's fine. I think she's actually fine. I think we just need to not be an idiot. Why would you lose your armor when you go to the graveyard? Just reset your card to base in graveyard? I don't remember that ever happening. But I never remember like tracking that. I mean, I guess I know that. That's not true though, because if you like purify a Melusine, if you purify a Melusine and then she goes to graveyard, she doesn't reset with Veil. So it's not like... Yeah, but you don't lose everything. I guess it just like depends. That's kind of an awkward thing to have. What's up, Kalebron? Good to see you. Losing to you was one of my greatest feats ever done in Gwent. Gonna save. I kind of want to get that natively off of this. Yeah, I really don't want to discard him, but you never know, it might be Morkvarg, so go for it. What do you have to lose? I don't want to play him yet because he does 2 damage.
You wanna pass?
Aha!
Can't let you through elseways.
You're welcome. That was a fun deck. That was like that was one of my favorite decks I ever made. I like won one game against you. We were getting like streamed by Shaggy and Sealy, I think. And I got totally slaughtered by you in 2 games. And then I had like one of my favorite decks I've ever made. It was like a Glusty She-Troll Haunt deck. That I called the best. Because it was a fantastic deck. Sure, I will take full value if you want to give it to me. Probably go for Holger here. So like polish off a Mage Assassin in case they have some kind of like boosting stuff. A lot of mill on ladder right now. So this deck plays well against mill. There's tons of stuff in the graveyard. And there's no like, oh, I have to tutor that. Did we draw Shade again? Yeah. Yeah, you had like a whole bunch of like really sound, super competitive decks. That I just very much did not have. I had all like spicy, weird, hilarious things. Let's go ahead and just remove her. Trying to see if I have anything to actually finish her off. I don't think so. Still don't want to use this quite yet. Just trying to get Terror of the Seas up a little bit. Kind of wish this was like 2 and 3. I understand that they wanted to give it like the full 5 points of value, but I really wish that there was a better set of options for it. Like, this is kind of a hilarious matchup because I genuinely don't care about it. Like, just get value off this armor so easily, and they only can take 2. So like, he's gonna take this 2. He'll take 2 off of this one. So they work really well on top of each other. It's just kind of patient engines that don't do much. Doned Ku. Another one? Ooh, interesting. Just for the value. I love this. This is like 2 units played, right? So. Just thinking, if I play Terror onto Brothans now, I get 3 points of overkill. But what I can do instead is do this. And then I can strip off 2 armor beforehand for 2 native boosts now, and then just save it later for Bran later. I assume... I don't know why you'd kill that and not keep focusing on the long ship. That makes sense. Oh, we almost have it, right? Still a little bit over, but not a lot. And it gets the native boost. Oh, this will be like exact, so that's actually even better. She still has this informant to take.
Go to hell, perverted hack.
Gotta love it. So, of all the times to not have Morkvarg Heart of Terror. Oh my gosh. It's commitment. You really don't want that Thana turncoat to go away. He has like a one engine here that could go off, so I got down like 33, so he has to make like a 7-point play, which is probably doable. Yeah, I think we make him make this move. The losing armor makes sense because you like if you have a resilience unit, they lose their armor. I don't know. I've never like been in a situation where I've cared to need to know that. A weird treason. Worked out though. Tells me it's like a Calvite deck most likely. Much better. Just trying to get Morkvarg here. The other Morkvarg. That didn't... Oh, he's Devotion Veteran. Not my best move. It's really just like him that I don't want to lose. Well, I guess I could get rid of Skjordal if I have to. I'd otherwise just play him. We miss out on the point value of Morkvarg, but then we can play him dry onto Croc. Let's see what we get. Fine. Fine. Okay, great. So I just really want to draw into Croc. For anybody who's like, why did you do that? That makes no sense. I really want to draw into Croc. I'm much more concerned about drawing into Croc than I am about getting her value with Morkvarg. In truth, that's really why she's in this deck. It's just for pure consistency. Okay, we don't want him. I mean, this is a little bit better. Okay, just on blue, this is best. Ugh. Yes! Yes, Daddy! I just don't want... there's too much value in the Pirates. I don't want to run a full discard package because there's too much value in the Pirates. And, like, this thins down pretty well. Down to 5. And there's a lot of mill on ladder right now. I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but there's a lot of mill on ladder. Mill is probably the best counter to Milva in, like, the giant... you kind of way, which you can't put on YouTube, but like Mill is the best FU to Milva. And so anybody who's playing that, typically in a regular season, I'm like, come on, Mill. In this season, I'm like, it's such a good, strong, like native counter. I'm just deciding if I want this, if I want the armor on that first. This is a good native counter to Milva. Really? You haven't? Yeah, I have people on Discord being like, I ran into Mill 3 times in a row. I think it's probably in the last 24 hours. I expect it a lot more in these 24 hours. Let's just go ahead and get rid of We can get rid of both with leader. I mean, Hammond would just kill it already. Let's do this. Gotta decide who's gonna be last. Probably save Raiders till last. Oh, we'll keep it on him. Oh, it's on all three anyway. For some reason, I was just thinking it's two. But like, this doesn't bother me. Everything has armor. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay, bye-bye. Good night. Okay, have a good night. Thanks for joining, players. Oh yeah, it's just like a best against Milva. Look, what does Milva use? Madoc? Milva? Oh, jeez. Ugh, such fun. I'm having fun. Aren't you having fun? This gives me like a 7 reach. I gotta get rid of Skjordal. He makes no sense in this deck. So obnoxious. Could have just polished this off easy peasy too. Let's just do Skjordal here. So then Bran gets the boost value. It should have been a boost of 2, not a boost of 1. Whenever excess. It's not by the amount. Sorry. Oh, sorry about the debate. Let's see. We'll do Nilfgaard right after this. Unless you came. Here, I'll change the title. Unless you came to watch Milva, then I'm sorry. I am not here to please you. Oh yeah, we'll do Nilfgaard right after this. I need to do a Nilfgaard deck anyway. Yeah, stick around. We'll do it. This is my last Skellige game. We'll do one right after. I mean, this isn't gonna happen, so we might as well just play him down. So stupid that they kill him and take him away. We could play Holger with Facusia. Go. No! I do it every time. Every time I do it. I got too rushed. Obviously that needed to go on melee. Just stupid. Dumb choices.
Succumb to nobles, friend. You'll be a count once I'm done with you.
Would have nominally liked to save that till later, but this is fine. That's unfortunate. The bleed value, the rain value, this is all kind of makes that negligible. Oh, trash. This is all gonna be like late Artaud Point Slam City. Yeah, here we go. Come on. Let's go. He's gonna play it in the right spot. Go for like a pirate maybe? Oh, ship. Interesting. Fascinating choice. I'm worried about Good luck, Double Cross. Have fun. Bye-bye. You get a base copy of these, too. So this is going to be like a 5 point, 4 point, 4 point, 4 point, 4 point. What are you doing? What are you, like, damage this twice? Or the Hammond? You should have gone for the Hammond. Like, unless you're planning to just Vilgefortz him. Okay, I think we gotta go for Heart of Terror here. On to Torture. And I could kill the Artaud, but I don't want to. I'd rather have this value. Now Shade has like 3 targets. Obviously this one's best, but
I need not spill blood to make you suffer. Never before.
yeah, I think they get last say, huh? So that's unfortunate. You get the Bloodthirst here. This is like the same value because I'm only playing one more, so just go there. Why not?
No one can hide from me.
Not done with years yet.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to set up that stream. I'll share the deck as soon as this game's over. Thanks for pointing that out, Allison.
We met. I don't recall.
This is totally gonna get like heat waved or Morkvarged. What the freak? Like, did you not know how Renegade works? You wasted a 13 provision card? Come on, man. Especially if you're planning to play the long ships, like you should have swapped for Holger. People make choices. Happy for the win. Alright, for those of you on Twitch, stick around. We're going to do some Nilfgaard. For those of you on YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments down below. Until next time, good luck out there. Have some fun. Keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.